I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. It feels good to Geico.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, everybody? Happy 2026. First Friday face-off of 2026 here. Took a week off last week, but we're back and better than ever. Vex, got a Friday face-off for you. This is another listener question, and this is actually, this is very, like, this is a really good one. Like, I'm excited to bat this around with you. And this is, we're going to talk to a lot of the players out here for this one right now. And so I'm going to read this. How to deal with teammates that are habitually taking bad penalties. Maybe take it from a few perspectives, coaches' perspectives, captain's perspective, maybe if the coaches aren't resolving the issue, and maybe from the player even taking the bad penalties. An example being kids feel bad when talked to, but nothing changes. How can that kid make a difference in his or her play? I'm not talking about the huge D-man getting called for everything because he's so much bigger and stronger. I'm talking about repetitive slashing, tripping, head contact calls, sometimes 3 times in a game for the same person, multiple lost games resulting from power play goals against, ... Okay, so thank you guys. So what do you think, man? Like, what do you do in hockey when you have a teammate that is just continually taking dumb penalties, putting your team down? Like, I would love to talk about what that does to a team for maybe the players who are listening who are taking all those penalties. I think that's important perspective to have as well. And then what do you do as a teammate of that player to, you know, to confront them or make it better? What do you do? So go ahead. I'll leave the ball in your court here.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I was a freshman at Western Michigan, we had the most penalized team in college hockey, like immediately out of the gates. My first game of college hockey, we took a cross checking from behind penalty on the first shift. So the first shift into my collegiate career, somebody took 5-minute major. They were kicked out. We're on the kill for 5 minutes.
Was it Clacker?
No, it was Sean Weaver. It was Weave Daddy. Rest in peace. Love you, bro. We kill. I don't remember if they scored or not, you know, whatever, the penalty ends. Literally the next shift, we take another checking from behind. So first, it was great for me because I was on the penalty
kill. On the kill, yeah.
Hey, great thing I was on the kill as a freshman. I was playing so much, and that's why I played the most on the team as a freshman that year, is because we were so penalized. But after a few games, I was having a meeting with the coach, and they're like, what can we do to get these guys to stop taking penalties? And I said, hey, you know, something we did in Omaha, if we got outworked, we took bad penalties, however many minutes we got outworked in a game, we would bag skate for that many minutes. And I don't like bag skating. And looking back now, I wish I probably wouldn't have said this. I would have said something else, you know, but I said, you know, the thing guys hate is bag skating. So however many penalties we take, let's bag skate that many minutes for all the bad penalties or whatever. And coach agreed. And so every Monday we would at the end of practice do Herbies, Lightnings, whatever you want to call them.
Was that a player-led decision, or was that from the coaches?
Coaches did it, but they asked me, you know, what should we do? And I said, this is what we did in Omaha.
Oh, so you said that at Western. Oh,
I said that to the coaches. Gotcha. Yeah, just in a meeting with just me and the coaches. And we started doing it. But at Western, we just kept taking penalties. So it didn't really, you know, in Omaha, that changed things. Nobody wanted to do that. At Western, we kept taking penalties. I'll say this, if it's older teams too, this is not for younger teams. If it's older teams, juniors and above, leaders got to grab that guy. I mean, first of all, you got to talk to them. Hey, you know, you got to play smarter. And if they keep doing it, I mean, that's a situation where in practice, like something's got to change. You got to send a message to that guy. I think coaches, if they're bad penalties and they're selfish penalties, they're stick infractions, you know, they're penalties in the offensive zone away from the play over and over and over and over again, where you're not saving a goal or something like that. that's something where the coach should sit the player. No doubt in my mind, coach should be sitting the player. Obviously, he's got to tell him why. But it's like, usually penalties that are like the stick penalties that are over and over and over, and the person who sent this in said it sounded like a lot of stick penalties. That's happening because you're lazy, you're not moving your feet, things like that. So showing video to that player. But like, that's a situation where if I'm coach, I'm sitting the guy. No doubt about it, you're getting sat. What's the fastest thing that's going to change you from slashing somebody? That's, taking away your playing time. And then the other part of that is in practice, call penalties in practice. There's so many teams that I've come in and like skated with as a guest coach or something, and the coaches just allow murder. They allow like there's no rules. And I'm like, if you practice like this, you're going to play like this. I'm a massive believer in you're going to play like you practice. So in practice, you've got to be blowing down penalties, and there should be repercussions if you're taking penalties in practice, because you're going to bring that lazy, selfish play into games.
Yeah, 100%, man. Okay, let me flip the script a little bit, and I want to talk to the players who are taking these penalties, because I think that's important too. You are losing a lot of respect from your teammates.
Yeah.
Like you really are, because there's nothing that kills momentum more than a dumb penalty. And like, again, we talk about hockey karma, hockey gods, whatever you want to call it. Like every team that I've coached, like we typically didn't let in power play goals when it was like, a hard penalty, like a roughing that got a little aggressive, or, things like that. Charging stuff, but if it was like a lazy trip or a retaliation penalty or just a dumb stick penalty, things like that, just kind of selfish, those were typically the goals that were getting let in on the penalty kill. And so like, I feel like it's important to understand that like if you're continually taking these types of penalties, like you're putting your team at a much bigger disadvantage, and you're putting your team like you're losing respect from your teammates. And also, who the guys that hate it the most? The guys that hate it the most are your best play at the older levels are your best players. Why? Because they're not playing penalty kill. They're playing the power play, and they want their ice time. And if you keep taking these penalties, the best players on your team are going to hate you at the end of the day, because you're taking away their ice time. So I just like, it's really, really important. And I've seen players who play on the edge, taking retaliatory penalties, taking dumb, head hit type penalties. And it's really, really cool, guys, when those players start to get it and they start to play the game the right way. And they you see them, like an opponent's agitating them and they skate away versus doing something dumb. Like that actually builds team morale so much. And there's no better kind of thing to earn respect from your teammates than when you are that player to kind of get better with that stuff. So I think, like I said, it's important to talk about that perspective. If you're a player and let's talk about youth hockey now. Like if you're a player and you have a teammate that continually does this stuff, again, it's important to talk to that player and let them know, hey, do you understand what this is doing to the team? Because a lot of times they don't get it. Like they don't understand. They're just like, I'm playing hard. That's all I'm doing. It's like, well, no, but what you're doing is actually hurting the team. And sometimes just that conversation alone, they'd be like, oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize that. And that could be facilitation of some sort of change. But if it gets to the point where it's egregious and the coaches, you gotta say something to the coaches. You have to say something to the coaches, because at the end of the day, the only thing that's really going to make it get changed is ice time getting taken away. 100%. That's the thing that is really important. So don't be a snitch. And there's a way to talk to the coaches, right? Where you're not a snitch kind of thing, but it's you almost going up to, what can I do to help? I see that little Johnny is taking all these penalties. It's the team's getting really frustrated. Is there anything that I can do as a player? Talk to your coach, start with that. And then the coach will give you their perspective. And then if things don't change when you give them their perspective and then you talk to the player, then it's okay, I tried that. What else can we do? And hey, coach, this is really affecting the guys. We need your help here, kind of thing. So having that ability to talk to the coach, if it continues to fester, I think is important too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like I said, it could be something as simple as, you just go to the coaches and say, hey, we're taking a lot of penalties. Can we start calling penalties in practice? Because the leadership group is noticing that, yeah, obviously we're taking a lot of penalties in games, but we take a lot of penalties in practice. So what do you think we came up with as leaders? And you don't even have to call your teammate out who's the guy doing it. We came up with the leaders as an idea of, if coach sees a penalty in the scrimmage and the practice and the drill, at the end of the drill, when you blow it dead, he'll just yell out a player's number and you've got to do blank, whatever that means, a down and back, over back on sideboards, 20 push-ups. You got to do something. All right. And if that player keeps doing it, they're going to have a way, way, way harder practice. So sooner or later, they're going to, change their MO and how things are done, or else they're not going to play,
100%, man. 100%. All right. Friday face-off, everybody. Thank you, anonymous person who sent me this note through the Hockey Think Tank U community. Appreciate that. And
keep these coming. Keep these coming. Like
100%.
we want to be answering your guys' questions. We want to be throwing these around. We do this to help you guys. So this is such a great topic, and it's one that we have not covered in 7 years, I don't believe. So you have topics like these, send them to Toph. He does all the work.
I love you, Jeff. All right. Time's up, guys. Share the show. Love you. Have a great weekend.
You.
I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
No, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. It feels good to Geico.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.